What up, guys? It's Mad Viking's Toy Channel. Super late at night, 3:45 a.m. in the morning here in Florida, and I must be catching the new day news cycle on a couple of my dirt sheets. And I figured I might as well just get this crap out now. I don't think a lot of this is going to be reported, only maybe some of the bigger stuff. But let me see. I'm going to start off with supposedly. A lot of this has to do with the draft. Some of it does anyway. But supposedly Ziggler is turning heel on Sunday. Or after Battleground. Does he even have a match at Battle? No, he doesn't even have a match. Supposedly he's turning heel after Battleground, which I think is fine. It's not that he panders to the crowd. He just probably needs a new restart. And it's he supposed to be the new HBK. HBK turned heel and face so many times it's not even funny. So this will probably be a good thing for him. Like a lot of people like myself that noticed during the draft, SmackDown was just completely obliterated, and it really had no content to want to keep people interested. And the WWE has already picked up on that. These are official signings that are coming out right now. And one being is Naomi. She is coming back with a new look and getting a huge push, and she'll be on SmackDown. She released a picture of herself on Twitter. It doesn't really show much. She's wearing Dayglow paint, and her hair is dyed green at the bottom, at like this much at the bottom of her tips or whatever. And she's wearing like a bedazzled bra that you can see in the dark. Everything's glowing. You just see her lips, her eyebrows, her eyelashes, and her hair, and her top, really. That's it. So, Naomi's back. Yay! If you haven't been under a rock recently, Rhino has been back, and he has been on NXT off and on, but he came back in the last week and fought Samoa Joe in a great match, but a losing effort. He is officially signed to SmackDown, and that's probably one of the bigger names. I haven't heard his name kicked around, but so far he's the top biggest name they've mentioned. Beating Rhino is a big deal. He's a former world champion, U.S. champion. I'd have to look at his history, but he basically won everything except the WWE heavyweight titles. So that's a big name there. What a lot of people were hoping for, including myself, Curtis Hawkins is officially signed. It's no longer a rumor. And yes, he's going to SmackDown. When these people are showing up, none of it didn't say when. Like I said during my other previous draft videos, we're probably just going to find out when they show up for a match and their name is called. Another name, they haven't said they've signed them, but it's another one. If they do, it'll be like, who cares? Jinder Mahal. I know, you're listening for the crickets. Supposedly they're in talks with him. So those are a couple signings right now. After the draft happened, some people got very vocal with the WWE management. Two people in particular were Alberto Del Rio and Little Miss Paige, because they were very upset that they were separated. And if most people forget, they're a couple now. And so they staged some sort of a protest, and that was reported, I don't know, the day after the draft. And now they've reported online they've officially broken up. So they couldn't have been that in love. She'll find someone else to carry her bags from arena to arena, I'm sure. If I was there, I would do it. Alexa Bliss is rumored to be a top heel in the women's division in the coming months. It's not like she's going to come out and dominate. She's not that type. I'm assuming that's what they're going to do with Nia Jax. Like I said in my earlier video, yes, Booty-O's is now official. It's a real cereal. So far, you only can buy it at FYI or FYE.com or stores. There's stores. All right. And with the I should have mentioned this with the Ziggler news. Kevin Nash has a bright idea. He wants to come back and form a tag team with Dolph Ziggler. First off, how old is this guy? That's the last thing Dolph Ziggler needs. Unless he's going to be his bodyguard like the old Shawn Michaels shit. That would be more effective than Kevin Nash lumbering around a ring trying to wrestle. Hang on, let me see if I can find his age real quick, because I'm gonna open up the actual article. Not only does he want to return, he wants to return as Big Daddy Diesel. In partner with with Ziggler. Kevin Nash still has a few surprises in him and offers a program to the WWE, especially in a non-wrestling role. However, there is no reason he couldn't get back into the ring again every once in a while. Recently, the WWE Hall of Famer appeared on Vince Russo's podcast to discuss many things in WWE and Dolph Ziggler. Nash is a big fan of his and believes he could help him reach the next level. Yeah, he also thought he could help Samoa Joe reach the next level, and all he did was stall 3 years of Samoa Joe. Well, it wasn't 3 years, but it was like 2 years of Samoa Joe's career. Let me see if it says anything. I've already had mine. Ziggler is a heel, and I wouldn't have to say a word because he can talk. I've already had my time. But for the bigger guys, he needs somebody to get stomped. That's me. I did the same thing for Shawn Michaels. He takes every bump in the world. He takes every beating from the guys, and then usually they beat him. But to me, his in-ring performance is good as anybody's in the business right now, and he works hard, so I want to throw my support behind him. Okay. Well, it's making it sound like he can still bump around and have an occasional match, but he wants to play Big Daddy Diesel bodyguard to Dolph Ziggler. Which, okay, that sounds a lot better than Nash coming back trying to ride the ponytails or the coattails of Dolph Ziggler. Alright, Nikki Bella news. A lot of people have been talking about this. So was Christian and Alyssa earlier on WWE Toy Hunts. Nikki Bella received good news from her doctor. She's heading to the Performance Center for a WWE return. Now, I know the rumors that she'll just pop up on Sunday, but considering that this is now Friday, I really don't see them throwing her into a ring on Sunday and having a match. There's things called ring rust, and this girl hasn't wrestled in over a year, so I don't see her being the surprise partner for Sasha Banks. Just don't see it. All right, and I already, on my other video earlier today, I already called out, and I just had to look this up on WebMD. What substance calls Roman Reigns' violation for WWE's wellness policy? And I've been reporting for weeks that it was methamphetamines, which could mean a lot of things. Could mean meth. It could mean Molly. It could mean ecstasy. And in this new case, it also means Adderall, which is the same thing. I just looked it up. So Mr. Reigns likes to fly like a bird, I guess, on meth. Can't say I don't know what meth is. Never tried it, but meth isn't good, kids. so if that's what he's flying on, I didn't know that because a lot of NFL players get busted for that. How the hell do you play football high on meth? But hey, what do I know? There's a baseball player in the 70s or 60s who pitched a perfect baseball game high on acid. True story, kids. I gotta get off this. I'm not promoting drug use. I'm just stating things, but whatever. And this is the same drug, though, that I already said this before, that Adam Rose got fired for because he got popped for it in his pee. He takes it for ADD legally, but that got him fired, but it just got Roman Reigns a month off in the Bahamas. So, whatever. A lot of people were wondering what happened to Paul Heyman in the draft. People with managers, they were drafted together as a pair. Lesnar got picked. You never heard Paul Heyman's name. That's because Paul Heyman's contract expired. And they are expected to re-sign him, but they're working out the logistics. And there was also rumors, flying that he was going to pick up new talent. Like he orchestrated the signing of Ospreay, the indie star that was catching a lot of heat with Ricochet for a series of their matches that I guess a bunch of the old WWE guys like Vader saw online, and they called it a circus, even though their match was spectacular. It garnered them, garnered Ospreay a contract, so it couldn't have been that ridiculous. But Paul Heyman is currently not a WWE employee. But I'm sure they'll bring him back. He's like every superstar manager basically rolled into one. And the WWE hates managers. They hate them. That's why they don't keep them around. Even if they're decent, they don't keep them around. Paul Heyman is a shining star. I totally believe he'll be back. No questions asked. Now, yes, of course, the social outcasts are supposed to be done, but this is creating a storyline for Heath when his eye heals. They're trying to make it seem like he's basically fired. They're making a storyline out of it. They're going to basically make it seem like that Heath Slater is pretty much fired, and he's going to start wrestling on the indies. Mainly Evolve. Evolve is that sister indie company now where they got a lot of their cruiserweight talent for the cruiserweight thing. And they're going to send him there, and I don't know if he's going to have success or if he's going to job out to a bunch of indie guys. But they're going to create like a story like he's a free agent and he's hopping around the indies. And it might actually be cool depending on how they do it. He could build himself up, create a buzz. But if he just sticks and Evolve the whole time, it would kind of get old. It's not like they're going to let him pop up in Ring of Honor or anything like that, but, Also, Samoa Joe had to squash the rumor that he was recently injured in a match, and that's not true. He will still carry the belt and defend it against whoever the hell he's fighting in Brooklyn for the NXT 2 pay-per-view. The WWE has released a statement that they're not releasing a second world title after the draft. So, I'm pretty sure I mentioned this earlier. As a prior draft survivor from the early 2000s, it didn't work the first time around. Brock was the champion, I think, at the time, and so Molly Holly was the women's champion, I believe, at the time. They let them go from SmackDown to Raw for a few weeks, months tops, and they made more belts. It was ridiculous. How can you have a feud 1 week with somebody and then you go back to Raw? There was no continuity or whatever with storylines. It was just dumb. It's like, oh, Undertaker's fighting Hogan this week. Oh, he's back on Raw. It was just... That won't last long. I already said that one. Bear with me. Jerry the King Lawler, as of the draft, is no longer on SmackDown? Was that where he was? He's being replaced by Corey Graves? Both announced teams have been changed. I know that JBL is now going to SmackDown, and David Otunga got moved up, and he's now on SmackDown. It's like, and I can't say the guy, Saxton Byron, I still believe is on Raw, and he'll be there. I believe that's where Graves is going, is Raw, and he'll be there with that other guy. So Jerry is probably quietly being moved out of the company after that little domestic dispute, even though I believe he's been cleared. So, I don't know. That's probably going to piss a lot of people off. Jerry's a legend. It's like, why do you get rid of him? A lot of you kids don't know who Ole Anderson is, but that's like basically now that JR is gone, he's our Ole Anderson. I mean, he's our... Not Ole Anderson. And I said the name wrong now, so now my brain's not going to work right. Never mind. He's just a really old, popular announcer, and until that old announcer's name pops in my head, I won't be able to get this sentence out right. But we have a legendary announcer, and we're just going to move him off TV for no reason. Out with the old and with the new and not popular. But I guarantee you Michael Cole keeps his job. But anyway, Cody Rhodes has finally announced where he's going after the WWE. And he is going to debut for Ring of Honor. Yay! In December, which also means he'll get to fight with New Japan and Global Force Wrestling and all the other companies that they're all in their little group with. So Cody's going to get to see a lot of talent and do a lot of traveling. And I think it's going to be good for him. I could see him as Ring of Honor champion. I mean, shit, Jay Lethal's been the champion now for a year, and God knows what. Cody could do it. Not that I think he'll get in a year-long plus reign, but I can see him winning the title. Cesaro was said to be very pissed off after the draft. Not only because of his draft number ranking, but also because he was drafted to Raw. Because he was under the understanding that SmackDown was going to be all about using the underutilized talent and going to be about wrestling. And Raw just seems to be about the drama and the coexisting of Mick Foley and Stephanie McMahon. He literally said this right after getting drafted, so I'm sure this is going to get him some heat. And he was really expecting to go to SmackDown and thrive. I was kind of expecting that too. I was kind of expecting Kevin Owens to go there too. So he's not a happy guy, and he's probably, like I said, he's probably got some heat on him. Austin Aries finally addressed the rumors that he no-showed an NXT event in the last week. And then it was also reported that he missed another NXT event in the same week or the week before that. And I know Austin Aries, he's been fired from a few companies for doing that. But when he does that, it's because he's frustrated about something and he wants to quit. And he does that to get out of his contract. He's done it with TNA and he's done it with Ring of Honor. But thank God he came out and he spoke. And he claims he was at both of those shows. He says, "Cards are subject to change, kids. I was there. They just chose me not to wrestle. I never missed a show. I'm a 15-year-plus veteran. I'm not screwing up my shot." So that's good news. I like Austin Aries. I didn't want him to get fired. If you watched my last video, for some reason they didn't show when they had the new toy line. They are making an Austin Aries figure, but the Austin Aries figure was not in the video. But if you're interested, like I said, you can go back and look at it. And I believe that's it for now. God, that was 17 minutes. Alright, so, I don't know. I've been pumping out a lot of these news videos and predictions and stuff. I gotta get some toy. I actually did Toy Hunt today. But, I did find something for Transformers, big. But I found something for the WWE that was discounted majorly, but I don't want to give it away yet. I'll probably do an unboxing for it. Because, shit, I paid $20 for it. It's unbelievable. That's it for now. I'm sure as I go to bed and wake up, there'll probably be more news rumors about these free agent draft pick, not free agents that they supposedly signed. I can't believe they only reported 3 or 4. Like I said, they must be doing this to feed the beast of all the outrage from the draft. But anyway, if you like what you saw, leave a comment, hit like, let me know what you think. Subscribe. Come back for more. That's it for now. It's 4 o'clock. I'm going to bed. Peace.